Good morning. My name's Stephen Lai. I wanted to share with you, do you find it a hassle trying to organize meetings? Now, organizing meetings can be a complete and utter time waster. You're emailing back and forth to organize a date and a time that fits. On top of that, I found that my meetings were scattered throughout the week, 2 here, 1 there, 3 there, and it just basically eats into all of your time. Now, the ideal solution is to organize your meetings back to back with a break in between because you know you're likely to overrun. Even better is if you can consolidate those meetings into 1 or 2 days. So, for example, a Tuesday or a Friday. That way, if the conversation goes well, you can then suggest maybe picking up the conversation later in the week. Now, this way, you're focused on your meetings versus juggling meetings. Calendly. Now, this is a little app that I found that just takes away all the hassle of organizing meetings. It simply connects into your calendar so it knows when you're free and actually when you're not. And by including a Calendly link in your email or your Facebook messages, it means that the recipient can then pick a time that's convenient for them. Now, Calendly notifies you when a new appointment has been booked and created. And best of all, you don't have to do a thing. The other person does all the heavy lifting for you. So that's meeting scheduling sorted. Now, how do you get from one meeting to another without breaking a sweat? Well, what we use are video calls. Now, maybe you're using Google Hangout or maybe Zoom. We find it's the next best thing to actually having a face-to-face meeting. And it's particularly useful when you're initially qualifying your leads. And if you combine this with Calendly, it means that you can have several back-to-back, what we call discovery calls without the headache or expense of traveling, say, a whole hour just for a 30-minute call. And we use this to qualify leads early on in the process. So it means that you're not wasting a lot of time buying coffee when you may or may not be a good fit for each other. This way, you're going to spend a lot less time organizing by consolidating all your meetings into one day. And you'll be able to focus your time on discovering how you can help each other, or if the case may be, maybe you can't, but at least then you're discovering. Now, don't forget to capture all these conversations in your CRM. What do they do? What do they need? What are the agreed next actions? Now, combining all of this together, you might use what's known as a post-meeting email template. And that way, after the meeting, you might suggest, would you like me to send over all of the pertinent points that we discussed? Use the email template, put in a couple of lines, and bingo, it's all done for you. Your CRM should be your go-to place, your one version of the truth. Now, imagine all that information available anywhere you might be in the palm of your hand. Building deep, meaningful relationships in a property business takes time. So let your CRM do all of the work for you. I hope that was useful. In my next post, we're going to be covering how to get better engagement with your messages without writing a word. I'm wishing you a great day.